So, let's talk about this. The Hybrid Wars is a phenomenon going around YouTube right now. It first started with Goji Center's video about the Indom 2.0 and Godzilla Guy's follow-up with Hank, which if you didn't see the video following up Hank, it turned out to be a massive failure. And then a bunch of people came on with that, going after Hank or the Indom 2.0 or other hybrids that people went after for that too. And you know what? I find it pretty cool that there's a phenomenon that is including like the entire Jurassic community, and it's pretty nice. And sorry if I sound weird, it's because I'm currently sick. And also, this video might sound cringy and loud and obnoxious, but do I care?
No, I do not care.
Anyways, I want to throw my hat into the ring of this whole thing. So, let me go from my hybrid to beat the Indom 2.0. You can try if you like to beat it, I don't really care. You can do whatever you want with it, I don't care. The base genome is going to be starting with Suchomimus. Why Suchomimus? I just like Spinosaurus. I don't know. Then we're going to move on to T-Rex for jaw strength, because, well, obviously, and also for eyesight and the brain, because if you didn't know, T-Rexes had very well-developed brains, despite the size of their brains. Then we're doing African dwarf croc, and I know it's from the same genome that is trying to beat, but Hank had literally like 10 different dinosaurs that had T-Rex in it, so I don't care, and I'm doing it anyway. I didn't have anywhere else to put this in the video, but there's an entire playlist by this person on the Jurassic Hybrid Wars, so you can go watch that if you want to know about all the other hybrids that are in this whole thing. Then we're going to add Trap Jaw Ant for a few reasons. For one, their jaws close extremely fast. You might be like, Void, didn't Goji Center cover this? How it'll just kill the animal's jaw, basically, if it has a massive jaw strength and quick speed? Till I choose one or the other? Yeah, but we're not talking about clamping down constantly, we're talking about one big clamp. Also for the antenna, because antenna are amazing animal things, and they can detect things just by touch. Then we're going to add Dart Frog, because their venom, or their poison, the whole reason that they're considered one of the most dangerous animals in the world is because their body is covered in poison. You can't touch them, which would make this animal practically untouchable for the venom I'm going to be adding to it later on. Then we're going to add lionfish for a few reasons. One, their spikes, or their fins, whatever you call them, the pokey things that inject the venom, yeah, we're gonna put that on like the back of the animal so the Indom doesn't get the chance to climb on its back if it ever tries to. And yeah. Then we're going to add Black Widow for actual venom in the fangs, in the teeth, I guess. And also for its coloration, because you'll see later on in the video when I talk about it, the coloration of the Black Widow would actually be perfect for this animal. And the venom is said to be 15 times stronger than rattlesnake venom. If you didn't know, depending on the species of rattlesnake you're dealing with, rattlesnake venom can kill up to 10 full-grown adults. In the video where Goji Center confronts about Hank, they talk about the neurotoxin that the Schwittel shrew has. Well, one of the best neurotoxin, again, this is kind of just surface level research. I was too tired to actually search anything up and know a lot about it. Apparently, king snakes have a very high tolerance to neurotoxin, or neurovenom. I don't know if tolerance is the right word, but you know. So, I have a plan for this guy. This animal will be semi-Terran. If you don't know what that means, it means it's kind of like how a mudskipper is. It's a semi-Terran animal. Kind of how like crocodilians are semi-aquatic. This one will be semi-Terran. And if you don't know what that means, let me explain it. Semi-terran is when an animal mostly lives in the water, but can also venture on the land if it wants to, like how mudskippers are, and semi-aquatic is the opposite. It's where an animal lives mostly on land, but can venture into water to be comfortable if it needs to or wants to. Now I'm going to add dinosaurs for sheer size and also aquatic features, such as the paddle-like tail, and I guess the second row of teeth with this picture. And then this will be the main contributor of venom. If you don't know, Komodo dragon's saliva is their venom. So yeah, you might have noticed a pattern. There's just venom everywhere. You can't touch it. Its mouth is like the most dangerous thing ever. You even have a little surprise later in the video. So the reason for Komodo dragon, you might, if I'm saying semi-terran, and you might be like, wait, what do you mean semi-terran? This is a completely terrain animal. I beg to differ. If you don't know, that's a moray eel. Moray eels live like deep in the sea. That means this thing either had to find a fresh moray eel just washed up on the beach that was dead, or it swam down there into the rocks, caught a moray eel, and then ate it. Speaking of moray eels, yes, we're adding a moray eel to this too. Moray eels are... It's less about the actual animal itself, it's more about its behavior and the whole aquatic thing I'm going for with this animal. And you might be asking, what do you mean, aggressive behavior? I mean, I know they're aggressive, they're predators, but these things will go after full-grown human adults that are like twice their size. Let me show you a video. You might be saying to yourself, yeah, but it was just going after the fish. I doubt it was actually trying to attack him. That thing had its mouth open, ready to bite down on his flippers. It was, yes, you're right, it was probably going after the fish, but it was ready to have to go through him, and it was a grown adult. This thing just saw this guy kill that fish that was about the same size as it, and was ready to throw hands, and still went after him. Okay? Oh, and that video was by Brett Bertany, B-R-E-T-E, space B. You could find it on your own, but I'll just spell it on the thing so you don't have to. So I'm not plagiarizing. Next we have Argentinosaurus, mainly just for sheer size, but I guess there's other things there you could also say would fit for this, like air sacs, maybe. And next in the genome, we have polar bear. There's a few reasons for polar bear. One, they're one of the only few animals that'll actually consider humans as prey. So yeah. Two, they're swimmers. They swim a lot in their lives, usually. So we need as much aquatic DNA as possible. And three, for an animal like a dinosaur to be able to stand upright like a normal dinosaur, and to be able to be as large as I want this thing to be, it needs to be able to go on all fours and upright at the same time, which the polar bear DNA can provide.
Kiss point. The door. Yeah, that door's not good. Okay, just check it. It's systematically trying from all angles. One of the most powerful animals on the planet. And one of the few animals that actually see us as food.
This is the shingleback lizard, the next animal in this genome. This is surface level intelligence. I literally just put reptiles with tough scales. This was like the first thing that popped up. So yeah, that's basically the reason. I don't have to explain it, really, do I? And this is the next thing in this creature's genome. Now, you might be asking yourself, what is this little wasp gonna do? Can't be that powerful, right? Well, this is the jewel wasp, and it can do this. This is a wasp. It's one of those wasps that lays its eggs in other animals, and its venom is hypnotizing to that insect. That's why I added this thing. Is if you survive somehow every other venom in its body, it will still be able to hypnotize very large animals if the venom works on a dinosaur level of scale. Which is kind of crazy if you think about it. And if we mix all that together, we get something that looks along the lines of this. This is Formido profundi, which in Latin means fear of the deep. And you might be asking yourself, why did I create something that's so aquatic based to be a mainly terrain centered dinosaur? Well, that's the thing. This thing is untouchable. So by dragging the Indom 2.0 into the water, this thing just automatically wins. The reason for the Black Widow coloration is it would blend way more in to the deep, which is, like said in its name, the main thing about this creature. It would easily beat the Indom 2.0 on a per se aquatic battle. But in a terrain situation where they were both on land, it's more along the lines of a 50-50. Now, you might be asking yourself, how would it not kill itself by having so much poison all over its body and living in the water? Well, we're going to give it a fake superpower per se. The pores that excrete poison all over its body, it'll be able to close those at will. Well, I don't know if there's actually creatures that have this ability. Maybe tree frogs, maybe dart frogs actually have it. I'm not 100% sure. But we're gonna give it to this guy anyways. And that's it. That's what I have for you. Formido profundi. Project I've been working on for about a week, 2 weeks ish. And yeah, if you'd like to try and make something that beats Formido profundi, go ahead. I do highly insist you don't try to do anything to make anything that'll beat it underwater, because I doubt that's actually possible. But yeah, there you go. My hybrid dinosaur for the hybrid wars. And don't worry, all of you people who are here for the Hazard Hotel content, it will be returning decently soon. I'm just gonna wait because it's calmed down a bit. I'm gonna wait till season 2 releases so I can start making some more things about Hazard Hotel. Okay? And that's it from me. Peace.